Hi everyone, I'm going to do a layout share. Per the title, I've been away for a little bit and I've had a little, I've had some schooling. I think the last time it was that I was making videos, and then I went through a really big slump, and then I went through a really big life change. My boys are fine, my husband is fine, I'm fine now. And yeah, so that's what happened. I hadn't scrapbooked for that whole time, and then back in January, at the beginning of this year, I started scrapbooking again. My last video says that I didn't do anything for September of 2020 or something like that, but for Mini Kit Monday, but then it says that my video was posted a year ago. So it's been a weird blur. I think it's been a weird blur for everyone, but doing much better now. And like I said or mentioned, in January, I started scrapbooking again. And so I've been scrapbooking, not really for myself. I think more so for a friend of mine and my sisters and nieces. And so I'm going to share the layouts that I've done lately. Maybe some of them are from... I got a phone call, so I don't know. I forgot to put the do not disturb sign, of course, when I get busy, right? So hopefully this didn't stuff at the middle. I'm actually recording from my phone, which I never usually do, and I have this whole setup on my on overhead, and I moved back into the loft, which made me lose space. Anyway, it's a big ordeal. So I might have shown some of these layouts on YouTube as process videos, but then again, I might not have. So what I did is, if they have these, they call the page protectors. If they have those, they've been put into the album, and I was looking at how I could share this without like too much glare, but there's too much glare. So we went and we, as in me, myself, and I guess, decided to take out all the layouts from the page protectors and decided to give you a layout share thus far, because I think it's going to end up being 2 albums, considering that now it looks like it's a big one. So a big stack. So anyway, this is the first one, and this one says Aloha Mia. It's my sister's dog. So this is all my sister's family and pets and stuff, and usually I date them to see like how far along I am, and then also when I made them. So that's that. I used some Maggie Holmes paper. I think most of it, all of it is Maggie Holmes, except for these 2 hearts, which are from Heidi Swap. This one did this year, and so this is using the Chasing Adventures from Jen Hatfield. I used a lot of, I'm trying to use up a lot of the dimensional stuff that I've had, older product that I have. Of course, to me, everything's new to me. Everything is like, if I'm using it, it's, I have no words right now. I can't words, I guess. I think I made myself nervous in anticipation of filming this video, but I used some Tim Holtz dies that I recently got, or not, maybe like this year, this year, because I hadn't even shopped either since I stopped scrapbooking. I used those dies and I covered them up with, no, I used the cover paper, I think, to the 6x6, no, to the paper pack that I had, word strips from the planner books, and then Old Amy Tangerine stickers, the arrows, and the ampersand. And I think this is washi that I put on top of white cardstock and some pink cardstock paper. And then I just added these puffy stickers everywhere I could. I figured I'd use creative license since I started with 1, and 1 is always not enough, is it? Or you can't just stop at 1. So that's that layout. I hope I can go much faster than that. I really love this one because of it's not monochromatic, but it is really limited to the amount of color that I put into this layout. It has the green and the yellow and the gray and the cork, which are very, I don't want to say prominent, but they are, well, the green is, but the corks are used in sparing color. And then I used the yellow as embellishments. I used some of the Heidi Swap definition stickers that she's had in several of her collections, but this is an older one. And then this is some of the newer collection, newer-ish. And I did use some of these flowers that came in a sticker roll. And let me tell you, those had no stick, 0 stick. And then I was going to say this was a stamp, but it's not. But yeah, there some labels, which I really don't use all the time. And this is from the Simple Stories Life in Color. Some border punches that I used. And yeah, just lots and lots of layering and some sprinkling of that Heidi Shine, which I'm almost done with. If I was moving that around too much, I'm so sorry. I'm not used to doing this anymore. And then I use this one single solitary little yarn thing from, I believe it's Pink Fresh Studio. And I think, I'm not even going to say it, but I thought this was a Christmas collection, but I don't even know. So we'll just leave it at that. That's one of my favorites. This one is made in 2020. I used Heidi Swap wood veneer and I colored it with acrylic paint, I believe. This one I left natural, but I used my typewriter to type out the details of where this was. This is an Echo Park collection. That's all I can tell you from this right now. And I used some circles. I used white pen and stickers to make my clusters. This one I know I have a video for because I remember using this collection for one of the Mini Kit Monday months. And I used the Along the Way collection. I layered up some punched hearts, and then this one I used dimensional foam. That's right. And I created some sewing before I stuck this one on there so that it gives it texture. And then this is to show you that it really does not matter. Like, she's not gonna care. I already showed her this page, so she already likes it. But I messed up right here in the sewing. I cannot sew a straight line, apparently. I mean, I tried, and then I failed, but it happened. And then this one, let's see here. This one, I also kind of wanted to bring this element on the left-hand side over to the right. And I also created like visual triangles with them, and you know, the visual triangle. So this kind of makes a line and meets here and there because of the little winged butterflies here. So they kind of make a little really long shaped triangle, and then the flower elements, yada, yada, yada. Washi over white paper is my favorite to use. And then this was a washi gold strip from the dollar spot at Target. Oh my God, that scared the crap out of me. Sorry that I paper punched or border punched, and I really love that. I wish more companies would come out with scalloped, bordered, edged washi, or even the lace one. I have several colors of the lace one, and I don't even remember the company, but I really like that kind of style. Even shaped ones. I think I've had, like, from the dollar spot, I've had the ghost washi or bat washi, they usually, or hearts in felt that come like that in a strip. And yeah, so this is the Along the Way collection. Enamel dots. Enamel dots are hard for me to use. I don't tend to gravitate toward them unless I put them in a kit. Oh yeah, right here. I don't know if you can tell. Embossed this, and then I put a little bit of the Distress ink. I hope you can see that. And then, yeah, I put my title over it, and that was that one. This is also a Mini Kit Monday page, and I'm obsessed with the daisy paper. Of course, I'm biased, but my mom's name was also Margarita, which is Spanish for daisy. And so, like, my sisters are obsessed with the daisies too now. Since my mom passed. It's obvious, right? I hope. These wood veneers already came colored like that. They're from the Target dollar spot. I did not notice that there's a crack here, so that must have buckled under the weight of, like, when I moved my rooms and was transferring all of my things over to the outside. There's that strip of gold washi. I think I finished that washi that month that I did it. So if you'd like to see this process, I think it's up on the I have a Mini Kit Monday playlist. And so that's there. This one's also, is this one a Mini Kit Monday? This one I did in September 2019. I know I have a process video for this. I love the puffy stickers. And this is using Pink Fresh Studio. I think this is in the collective playlist because this is from a Pink Fresh Studio box that I had bought like way long ago. So I think this is also a process video, and I really love this border punch. This one is also a Mini Kit Monday video, and I believe if you see any of the fall ones, they're kind of interspersed in here, but if you see any of these, I'll mention it again. I believe this is a 4for4 series from Janet at RTS Scrapbooking. This is using Jen Hadfield collections. This is not from Jen Hadfield, and neither are the glittery felt foam stickers or the felt ones. And that's a Heidi Swapp element, and so I really like how this came out. This is one of my, well, it is one of my favorites, but only because it's more sentimental to me, and I hope it means as much to me as it does to my mom. It's about her dog and my mom, and how the dog, Mia, would sit at the other end of the couch and kind of slowly come closer and closer to my mom as she was having her morning coffee. So that's how they would start off their mornings. But this is Vicky Bouton paper, a lot of different elements that I had in my stash. So this one is a double page layout, but I use these shaker elements that I had in my stash for a long time. And then I also had these tassels, tissue paper tassels from Hobby Lobby. And then I used simple store paper that I fussy cut. The chipboard elements are from the crate paper collection long ago. And I used some Teresa Collins mini alphas. And I did this with some craft paper. And I used this washi tape, which comes across all the way, but you really can't tell. But I like the little subtle touch it gives. And this one is going in one of these that is kind of welded together. These were from We Are Memory Keepers, and I wish they hadn't discontinued them because I really like those for the double page layouts. This next one, I think I also did as a video. I'm pretty sure I did because I think it had something to do with the banners. And I love the texture that the bows give it. And I really like the idea of the banner. It's crazy wild, crazy pattern, all of it, right? But I like to do that so much. And then I added this crepe paper that my son brought from school in one of the Octobers. I don't remember which one, but I held on to it because I really liked the polka dot on it. And I think it went really well there. So that's that one. This one is using Lucky Charm, and used some crepe paper border stickers, and yeah, used some really old embellishments. I used some Vicky Bouton stamps. That was my favorite. And I used some stencils. I think the stencil was from Heidi Swapp. So, and I used a small die of hers that I got from HeidiSwappShop.com. And then these are my own handmade photo corners. And this is also using some of the different embellishments from other Dear Lizzie kits. And you can see here that I tried to make add different long borders using different types of shapes. And that's how I can balance the page because it's going from this way to this way. I think you've seen this one. Flair, Maggie Holmes, my very own embellishment that I learned from Paige Evans, watching one of her videos. She did an Easter layout with like a bunch of these eggs. I used Project Life cards because I wanted to use some of my stash, and I made several of those one year. I've put some of these on a couple of pages already because I did one for my nephew, my niece's son, and I used a couple of those eggs too because I made several. And then she has my sister has an opportunity to write something there, and sometimes I'll ask her if she wants me to write it out. And I've decided, sometimes I decide for myself that she can write something down because I think they should also have handwritten messages for her kids or whatever, in her own handwriting. I used I really love this Heidi Swap stamp. And I think it already ran out. It's this one. Yeah, because 2021 was the last year on it. And she has a new one. And I like it, but it's teeny tiny and it doesn't have the whole month. And this is way smaller than this. So, I mean, I like it. And I like all things Heidi, but, yeah, I missed that one. This is a large, punch. Really, Daisy? I have to look for it because I haven't seen it. And then, let's see, lots of Maggie Holmes. Once again, washi over white cardstock, my fave. And these are dollar stickers. I really love them though. I don't care. I'll use whatever I can that I like. And then this is from an old Scraptastic Kit Club would come out with their own embellishments. And I had subscribed to them for a couple of months. And then this is from the Target Dollar Spot too. They came out with some chipboard elements and I used some of those. Some puffy stickers from Pebbles, I believe. Photo corners from Heidi Swap. Doily. This is a Maggie Holmes pocket card from the confetti collection. So it's a birthday pocket, but I just put a label sticker and some letter stickers in there and customized it to fit the theme. This I know is from the 4 for 4 series that we did in the Mini Kit Monday group. And so that is in the video if you'd like to see it. Feel free to watch all of them. Shameless plug for the Mini Kit Monday ladies. You should check out Becky and Kathy and Dolly. They're still making Mini Kit Monday videos. I had stopped because I didn't have any mojo going. And then that's when everything else happened. And so anyway, I digress. This is also one of the Mini Kit Monday videos. And so you'll see that there. Jen Hadfield border punches. These are alphas from, don't ask me because it's in the video. So you should watch that one and then you'll know. But I colored them with alcohol markers. And I also typed up my journaling with my typewriter. And I got some photo corners and some of these old crepe paper buttons. And I thought that was a really cute touch. It's got a lot of dimension, but it's super fun. This, why did my voice do that? I don't know. This is one of my more favorite, softer, here I go with the air quotes, delicate colors, more on the pink spectrum, which I really like. Oh, pastel, is that the word I'm trying to say? I think so, words. Anyway, I used those Pink Fresh Studio and I used some circle punches to kind of lift them up and make them their own decoration because I had dimension going on here, which is really subtle because of the color and it blends in with all of the stuff that I put on the layout. I used a border punch, used a couple of corner punches, scallop punch. Can you tell that I like the punches? And then I was so glad that I was able to use so many of these rubber elements. I think I glued these on with super glue. And I don't remember where this butterfly is from. I'm thinking Chamel. This is a die from Heidi Swap, and I used some dimensional little stickers too. For Heidi Swap Color Shine, and some stamping here, which I'm kind of trying to use up more, like to dip my hand into it more and more. And then some white gel pen to kind of bring everything in. I did the same thing to the scallops to add that detail across the page. And I love this little clustering I did here. So that's that one. So one of my favorites also. I like them all, but it is one of my favorites. This one was really simple. I did do I thought that was crooked. It's crooked on purpose. I did do a process video on it. I cut this sheet apart and then I reworked it. So because this was one piece and this was a scrap piece. And so I corner rounded the edges, used some Heidi Swap wood veneer, some asterisks from this Alpha thicker, and I like how I just put that little Alpha from Studio Calico on top of the wood veneer because that's her initial for her name. And some typing, and then I just fishtailed the edges of the banners, or to make them banners, and that's that. The next one is one of the newer, more recent ones that I've made, I think is this month. This one I really love. It's a 2-page layout, and it comes with these two. These two are like gonna be companion sheets to each other. And I had seen a lady on a video. She does a lot of Close to My Heart. Where I saw it was on her layout share for Close to My Heart. And she did this technique called stencil sanding. So I didn't see her do a process video. She did a layout share. So that's what I did. I used one of my stencils and then I sanded over I embossed it with a stylus first. Like this. And then I would trace the stencil and then I sanded all of them. And then I used the same technique on these 3 layers, and that's where I ended up using these 3 different sheets over here as well, so that I could, 1, use up all my paper, and 2, so I could bring this element across this page or vice versa, so that, you know, they're kind of, or I would hope that you would know that they're companion pages. They're from the same day, obviously, but I really like this one. I kind of like this one, but I tried to make them kind of the same. I ran out of I used up all the bubble stickers here. And so I wanted to bring them across the page. And so I punched out bubbles from a paper and then I added glossy accents to them. I really like how I stacked these elements here, and I cut a slit through this Polaroid camera paper, and I added an actual cardboard or chipboard frame. And I cut apart, I put inside there. That's the way I use frames. I either put an element inside or do my journaling inside the chipboard frame, because otherwise I can't use them. I don't know how to use them. They come difficult for me. I did a lot of this little cluster to have them sort of come this way. It's really heavy like this. It's more like a what do you call those line graph things? Maybe that's what we should call it. But this one, but it is a band layout, as Janet from our lovely Janet from RTS says. And then here I decided to do her journaling spot. I did a lot of layering and clusters, and this goes right here behind the photograph, and it's nestled between these sets of dots right here in the back. And then I did some distressing with sandpaper, and then some layering with stamping. I'm trying my hand at it, and that's as good as it's gonna get. But I also used Heidi Color Shine in the different colors that match that. And then I did some of the gold. I used a couple of different lines for the layout. That's that one. And then here's this one. You can see the stencil sanding a lot more prominent on this one, and you can see a lot more of the stamping from Heidi Swap, from this Heidi Swap sets. I've been taking I took her stamp therapy class, or I am taking it, and I'm learning a lot. It's really brought me, turned me on to stamping, and of course I love everything Heidi, so she has a Stamp Society, like a subscription kit to stamps, and love them all. My husband's gonna kick me out of the house because I want to get everything Heidi, because I love her stuff. I love her stuff. This is using a lot of the older collections. I wasn't too happy with all the stacking here, but you know, we can't love them all, right? I really like the little details, like the butterflies, the tiny ones especially. And I think I need to add a third one somewhere. Really, I need to add more. One more butterfly and that'll do it. And then I'll really like this page. So I put some stuff on foam. I sanded some stuff. And I fussy cut some things. And then I added some of those phrase stickers wherever I could. I even cut some down really little. I love the mixed media-ness of it all, but it did take a long time, especially to do the sanding. And then I had paper crust stuff everywhere. So there's that. All of a sudden it turned a lot darker. I don't know why. So now that was the newest layouts I've done, and these are just progressively from this year. I think this is a lot of simple stories. This is crepe paper. This is, I can't remember. Some of the Scraptastic kit labels, and yeah, cut aparts that I've used. And then, oh, here's another example of that lace washi. Can you tell right here? It's cut out like that. I really like that type of ordeal. I used some of these Heidi Swap glitter stickers, and then some crepe paper chipboard, a big journaling spot from the Lucky Charm. It is called the Lucky Charm. This is an older layout or older collection. I'm not sure. I can't even remember. I think it's called My Girl. And then I used some baby stickers like the duck and the flowers. I used some dimensional stickers that I hadn't used before anywhere. So I decided to make a go of it and use a bunch of hearts. I used several different phrase stickers from a bunch of different sticker sheets. I stamped this side right here, used a bunch of these border strip stickers, used some of this 6x6 paper, and then I used some of it also to layer here a doily. And then it also has a tag where I even put two back to back because I didn't like the back of one. And so I glued it with one that I did like. And I do a loop-de-loop sometimes like this. And when I put it in the book, it stays like that. But I let her know that she can pull them out. And then I glued this bow like that because it wouldn't stay. And so I glued it down so that it would. So that one's that. This is another Jen Hadfield. I used a lot of the same type of, usually I did some in succession where it would be the same type of mood and feel for photos. And so I did them all together. So I had Jen Hadfield out at that time. And so I would just try to use more Jen Hadfield photos. And then when I was kind of getting, I don't want to say tired of the collection, but when it didn't feel fun for me anymore, I would just go and choose something different. Most of this is, no, the papers are her collection, but everything else is just a mishmash of different things from everywhere. This is Amy Tangerine washi. This is from the planner stickers from Jen Hadfield. These yellow letters are from Heidi Swap little mini sticker books that she had. More planner stickers. These are from Pebbles. This is a planner sticker over a dimensional puffy sticker. These are from Dear Lizzie, Imagine Niece, and then I can't recall the company, but these are from, I got these at Tuesday Morning. They're alphas. Yeah. Oh, here's the same one. This is the same one as this one. And then, oh, and there's another one that I just put stuff over because I didn't like what it had. And then I actually took it off of the square because I think these were on square. So I just cut another circle to make it layers. And I did the same for this one, and this one I just left alone because I was layering it on this side. So there's that one. Here's another mixed media type one. And can you see it there? I guess so. So here I used glitter tape and I cut it around in pieces to kind of make it look like the edge of water. I stenciled this paper over. Here it is on this side of this edge where you can see that it's this yellow print. These are from Amy Tangerine. And I don't know if they're different collections. I got a wild hair somewhere. And I decided I was going to take apart all my paper pads. And I was like, okay, let's start by collection or designer. And so I immediately said, let's do Amy Tangerine, because it's always hard for me to, it's harder for me to use her collections up, and then I'll tear them all apart and I'll divide it or organize it by color. I did. And I don't know if I want to do that to the rest of them, but during this little wild hair time period, I used a whole heap of it together. And so I really like that. So anyway, glitter tape, and then I also used glitter glue to make the edge, and I used the stenciling with the oxide inks. So that's a mixed media page for me. I used some brads, some, I want to call them parentheses, but that's not what they are. Sequins, some sequins, and I used some other collections too, and then some Simple Stories letters. I've been trying to use up a lot more of these block square alphas. I don't particularly like using them for titles, but I do like using them if they have a year, or if it's something small that I can make like little titles like that, like individually, like a subtitle. I don't like them for actual titles. So like thicker, a combination of thickers and these I would not like. So that's that one. And also a lot of ripped edges and layering. And I think that's that for that one. Same for this one. This one, look at this. I actually used frames. These are from a Teresa Collins line that used to have, it sold the set as a garland that you could put up in your room or in your daughter's room, son's room, whatever, and to showcase photos. And so I did that, just that, but I put it on the layout. A lot of layering again. I did the same kind of layer where it's this is the paper that these fish came out of. I did the journaling right here. Lots of fussy cutting. Oh, I was saying these fish I fussy cut and I got from this paper, and I kind of made it I kind of wanted to make it look like it's going deeper, so maybe I should have put this one on top and the blue one on the bottom, but it's too bad, so sad. We can't take it back, seas, because we already did it. Kind of want to make it look like this. I think I did this one first and then I did this one because I used the same type of idea. Anyway, so there's that one. Lots of fish everywhere. And maybe it's not very realistic, but it's called creative license, right? You can do whatever you want. I know there's no well, I don't think there is flamingos unless they're in a zoo, but there's no flamingos in Hawaii as far as I know, or mermaids. So, you know, we can do what we want to do, right? It doesn't have to all be literal, but it can all be about being, I wanted to make it whimsical. That's the word, whimsical, because it had pictures of my little niece, of course. And I really love this. You are everything that is bright and beautiful in this world. And I did a bunch of those little phrase stickers as well. And then I also used, oh my gosh, isn't that cute? Like these little dimensional, well, maybe to me. I hope it is to somebody else. These dimensional baubles. Where's my finger? Right there. Okay, I can't see y'all. And I used them to like represent water, and then these sequins as well. I really love those to kind of make it seem like they're bubbles that they're breathing out or whatever. Where are these bubbles coming from? Oh, from his mouth, not from his end. Oh my gosh, I have boys. I live with boys. Can you tell? And let's see here. This one I used, I believe the collection is called Lakeside. And I still have some of it, and I really like the papers. I used some Mambi dimensional stickers. I typed out the journaling, and then I cut it into little teeny tiny strips, and then I glued them onto this journaling card, and then I inked it with some Distress Oxide inks. Used a lot of these. These are from Hobby Lobby. These glittered stickers, or these flowers too. This one and that one. Those are all from Mambi chipboard set. They came in like 5 pages and they're all kind of like the same type of color. And some these are punched photo corners, and these smaller ones are cut from the Silhouette machine. These are punched out. No, these are also from the Silhouette machine. So there's that one. And then here's a washi that I used the pen to kind of emphasize the scallop border. And that's that one. Very dimensional, but I really like it. And lastly, there's this one. I had these 2 pieces of paper laying around on my desk. Or no, this one. And just went and grabbed some stuff that I thought would go. And so I kind of went bananas on it because I was going to put a white piece of paper here, but I decided to add this banana paper just for kicks. Because I thought it was hilarious. Like, who doesn't have bananas at breakfast? And that's what I thought of when I saw the banana paper to mat it. I used some Paige Evans puffy stickers here, and here, and there. And then I stamped with some of those Heidi Swap stamp sets. I have some Amy Tangerine puffies as well. Like that one and that one and that one. Some old Heidi Swap stickers, phrase stickers. This is some washi tape that I folded in half on a piece of paper, and then I stapled it to this tag in the back. And yeah, and then and then I lined some of my edges with pen. This is a corner punch from We Are Memory Keepers, and then this was another scrap piece of paper that I had laying around with that one, and that's how this one came about. I just put it together. These are Mambi stickers. This is a cut apart from a Project Life card too. And then some chipboard stickers. So that's my layout share, y'all. I know this is kind of lengthy. Thank you so much for watching, for sticking to the end. I hope that everybody has a great day, a great week, and we'll see you soon, I hope. Bye.